It is right around 9:30 p.m. on Sunday, September 7th, 2025. And I just have to make this video because at approximately 8 o'clock, 8:15 this evening, the Wi-Fi connection to my devices in this unit went back on. So my devices finally were once again able and permitted to connect to the Wi-Fi in this unit. And now it seems to have stopped again. So I have to go down the hall to the common bathroom and once again, set up this computer on the sink and then sit on the toilet of the bathroom down the hall and proceed to do the work that I need to do for my employer this evening. This is unreal. It keeps happening. The Wi-Fi is not being disabled by Xfinity or Comcast. There is a strong signal, but it is being prevented from connecting to the devices that I have when they are brought physically into the premises of this unit. Yeah, so check this out. Connected, no internet. Well, obviously there is internet. It just means that the computer is not receiving the internet service on the computer. Xfinity is right here. Xfinity is at the top of the list of available networks for this laptop. Therefore, Xfinity is providing a signal in this unit. It is simply not able to connect to my computer. Do you see this little Wi-Fi icon here with that exclamation mark? Obviously, there's a strong signal, as demonstrated by my computer's own diagnostic for Xfinity. So what does this say here? Strong. Do you see that? Xfinity Wi-Fi, strong. That means that there is a signal in this unit. It is simply not connecting to my device for whatever reason. That's how you know a Wi-Fi blocker is being used, because Xfinity has internet throughout this entire building. I mean, everywhere I go on the floor, Xfinity Wi-Fi is available. However, my device cannot connect. So let's see what happens to this when I walk out the door, down the hall, and 15 feet away from this unit where obviously the Wi-Fi is being blocked from connecting to my devices, and see how quickly it takes for this this Xfinity Wi-Fi to once again connect to my laptop. So obviously in this unit, Xfinity Wi-Fi does not connect to my computer. And we're gonna walk down the hall. I mean, this is really bad. I've already dropped my computer once today because I'm carrying it like this up and down the hall. So we are like 15, 20 feet down the hall. Wow. You just saw that happening live in a single continuous shot. I did not edit this video whatsoever. Connected, right? So there you go. And I'm in the common bathroom. This is where the Wi-Fi is available. This is not a service provider problem. This is a connection issue that is being deliberately and continuously perpetuated against this device. So again, I have to keep carrying this. Is that the psycho creep that won't leave me alone? Yeah, that piece of shit has already approached me like twice today for no reason. He should probably keep to himself. Not only do we have a connectivity problem with the Wi-Fi, we have a perving and creeping hate stalking problem on this floor. Yeah, he better stay on his side of the floor, that piece of shit. He lives in unit 80 or 81. He has a history of coming at me and then shoving me down the stairs in the back stairwell when I'm standing there trying to do stuff that has nothing to do with him, and I'm not preventing him from using the stairwell. He comes at me when I'm in the rear stairwell. He did that earlier today. Anyway, so I'm standing right outside my door. Look, connected. Now let's see what happens if I bring my computer in here and try to use it once again in the space where I pay money to Xfinity to be able to use their Wi-Fi in this living space. Yeah, so once again, it's not connecting. Hold on, where did that connection go now? So over the last 2.5 days, this is where I've had to do most of my employment-related work obligations on this computer. This is not a safe space to keep my laptop, and I've already dropped it once today off of this sink. It landed on its side and cracked the entire side and underneath part here of this computer. This is a brand new computer. I purchased it at the end of June, and we are now the first week of September, so barely 2 months ago. And the top of it is also cracked. And this part right here was lifting up after it was dropped on this very hard floor, because while you're trying to type on the edge of a sink, your laptop moves around and then it falls. Once again, I cannot use this laptop in my unit because there's no Wi-Fi connection in my unit, but Xfinity is providing Wi-Fi service throughout the entire floor, right? And because I pay for Xfinity Wi-Fi service every 30 days, I am able to connect to the Xfinity Wi-Fi service that is being provided in this entire building by Comcast. They are not restricting that one tiny corner of the fourth floor where my unit is located on purpose. They're not restricting it at all. That is somebody who is blocking the Wi-Fi signal in my unit and preventing my laptop from connecting to it. And because this is happening after I have left 6 voicemails for the Greenville group between yesterday afternoon, Saturday, September 6th at 1 o'clock p.m. and this afternoon, today at I think 4:30 was the last voicemail that I left. They have been notified that this is going on in Unit 89, that somebody or something, one of their associates, is deliberately interfering with the delivery of Xfinity Wi-Fi to my living space. That does not happen 15 feet outside of the door to my living space, and is obviously being provided in the bathroom, right? If this was an Xfinity Comcast problem, I would not be able to connect to the Xfinity Wi-Fi anywhere in this building because it would not be provided by Xfinity. Oh yeah. So I've already dropped this computer once today, and now it is not, it's literally off of its hinges when I open it. I mean, if I had not had to be carrying this laptop all over the floor and using it in the rear stairwell and on the sink of the bathroom, it would not have gotten damaged the way it just got damaged when it fell to the floor of this bathroom earlier today, when I've been sitting here trying to use it since approximately 1 o'clock p.m. in this bathroom. I've had to resort to using the bathroom to conduct my laptop-related business obligations because I was getting harassed earlier this evening by the psycho creep in Unit 80 or 81 who won't leave me alone and who's come at me on multiple occasions over the last few years while I've been standing in the rear stairwell talking on my phone or quietly minding my own business. That piece of shit who's got some serious issues where women are concerned suddenly comes into the rear stairwell for absolutely no reason and confronts me about what I happen to be doing in the rear stairwell when I'm being quiet and minding my own business, either having a conversation on my phone that's quiet, and I don't do this at 2 or 4 in the morning, it's usually in the afternoon. That piece of shit just can't stay in its own lane, and that piece of shit lives in Unit 80 or 81. In fact, just dropped my laptop again. Let's just make sure that might be. It's that door right there. So that's where that piece of shit has come out of twice today, coming at me, confronting me about what I'm doing in the rear stairwell when I was just standing there looking at my laptop. Has nothing to do with him, and I'm not disrupting his activities because he usually has his TV or radio on really loud anyway. So I've had to sit in the rear stairwell in the rear bathroom here and lock the door because I get harassed when I try to use my laptop in the rear stairwell because that seems to be the only place I can get some working Xfinity Wi-Fi due to the Wi-Fi blocker that is being used in my unit. So I just dropped this laptop twice now. I'm going to put this damaged laptop on the Greenville group because if they were not permitting Jasmine Irizarry and other BLM activists who they are sponsoring and providing with free rent, reportedly, in exchange for harassing tenants who the Greenville group doesn't like, then I would not